Horror Show is filmed in front of a dead studio audience. From a mobile phone, in fact. Creepy Joe's Horror Show strives to bring you classic horror reviews in the shittiest, laziest way possible. Don't expect to learn anything.
Hello and welcome to Creepy Joe's Horror Show. Today we have a real scary film. Scary in my book, anyway. Today we're going to do The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Well, in all seriousness, folks, this is a good film. This is no exorcist per se, but it's a really good exorcism film. And being that it's based on a true case, and also the fact that the whole film is basically, you know, it jumps back and forth from a courtroom to an actual story. I really like court movies. Anyway, that's, you know, sorry, I like them. I mean, maybe you don't, but I like court movies, and I love horror movies too. So, you know, mixing both of them it made this one of my favorites. So, Exorcism of Emily Rose takes place in and anyway, it's about a real case where a girl got possessed by a demon, and instead of, you know, after seeking medical attention and seeing doctors and medications and everything else, the family finally put their faith into the local priest and let the priest perform an exorcism and, you know, treat her in the old Catholic way rather than follow through and continue on with her medicine, because the medicine ultimately wasn't helping or doing anything, and the exorcism ended up killing her. So the whole court battle is basically, they're trying to say that the priest killed her, and if they would have continued with, you know, medical attention and everything, then she probably would have survived and everything. But it's way more in depth than that, and it's a really good movie. It's definitely, I will say that it's one of, it's a movie that actually kind of creeps me out, you know, not gonna lie, you know, and it takes a lot to kind of make me think into things. Usually only documentaries and stuff of that nature do that to me, but being that this was real and some of the way it was filmed and everything, it was really good. It was done really well. So my memorable moments, the one that really sticks with me and that's really creepy in my book, it's probably the creepiest part of the whole movie, is when she's in the college dorm and her boyfriend decides to stay the night with her because she's afraid to be alone. And he wakes up in the middle of the night and she is all deformed looking and all contorted, and her body's bent in ways that it can't be, and she's on the floor just staring at him, basically from an upside down view.
Emily?
So yeah, that part right there, really, that's really cool. It's really creepy. So anyway, other than that, the exorcism itself, obviously, was a really memorable moment.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trick Katrina, I give you tricks and tricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I mean, there's all kinds of, when he sees the demon for the first time, when the priest sees the demon for the first time, that's, you know, just the story that he's telling, not necessarily the demon that you see. That's not really scary, but the story, you know, it's, you know, a lot of people claim that, you know, when they wake up at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night and they smell burning, you know, they smell smoke or candles burning or other things of that nature, you know, you hear stories like that, and a lot of this stuff is really believable, and there's a lot of claims that this stuff actually happened, and it makes you think, and they do a good job with this movie. So don't, you know, pass this one up just because it's another exorcism movie. I know that there's been a lot of them done, and most of them are horrible. This one is really good, and it has good acting quality. You know, it didn't really need a crazy budget, but it had one. It was able to be, you know, there was nothing really spectacular about any filming location or anything. It was pretty simple, but it was done very well, and it was done well enough to you know, get under my skin a little bit. So, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, fantastic, and check it out. And I will see you next Tuesday for another horror review. And if you haven't noticed, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear me a little clearer, and that is because I have a handy microphone on my collar. If you haven't noticed it sticking out of my neck the entire video, it's there, and now you can hear me clearer, and I hope to produce more quality horror reviews for the three of you. So thank you very much. Stay creepy, and I'll see you on the next one.
And I am Lucifer, the devil in the flesh.